Good morning, everyone. Albert Einstein once said, "Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better." The first time I heard it, I was wondering, what will I understand actually? Everything is so abstract. So I started to look at my mother's sunflower pot, but I didn't get everything. Then I went to a giant garden in my city named Bogor Botanical Garden for a family gathering. I still remember the first feeling that struck me when I first stuck my shoes there. It was comfortable. The fresh air, the wet soil aroma, and the looming big green trees. Unexpectedly, it grew in me and I love it until now. If you've ever been to Bogor Botanical Garden, you've probably felt it too. But do you know, Bogor Botanical Garden is just one of the smallest parts of our nature. If we take a look at the history of Bogor Botanical Garden, we will see its long and glorious past. Bogor Botanical Garden is a green heritage consists of non-native and native plants introduced by Dutch to Indonesia as colony in the colonial era. It was established in 1817 and is the oldest botanic garden in Southeast Asia. Although it is considered old now, the role of Bogor Botanical Garden remains one of the most influential botanic gardens in our country, from research to tourism. I have been fascinated by nature since I was a child. That's why I love Bogor Botanical Garden. However, I never knew just how amazing it is until I started researching it for my speech. On this occasion, I'd like to tell you a bit about the two of Bogor Botanic Garden major functions in scientific research and ecotourism services area. By the end, I hope you'll understand why this place holds a very essential role in our country. Let's start with its role in the scientific research area. Bogor Botanical Garden has long been a center for research and plant conservation and has been the founding institution of some other research in Indonesia, particularly in the life science. It plays a strategic role as the national focal point for the implementation of the Global Strategy for Plant Conservation, or GSPC, in Indonesia. As the national focal point for the GSPC, BBG, or Bogor Botanical Garden, acts as a facilitator to oversee measures to meet the 16 targets of the GSPC in Indonesia. One priority target for BBG is target number 8, which said at least 75% of threatened plant species in ex situ collections, preferably in the country of origin, and at least 20% available for recovery and restoration programs. Believe it or not, at present, BBG successfully cultivates approximately 20% of Indonesian threatened plant species. Besides, they have conducted a reintroduction program for Indonesian threatened species with a total of 10 species. Furthermore, BBG is known as the founder of the new regional botanic gardens in Indonesia, and as such, it contributes to planning the gardens and to their scientific development. Today, there are 32 new botanic gardens managed by local governments and universities. 10 of these have been launched and are open to the public, such as Cibodas Botanic Garden and Bali Botanic Garden. Others are currently in the initiation and development stages. In total, there will be at least 47 regional botanic gardens representing all ecoregions of Indonesia. Now that we have learned about the role of Bogor Botanical Garden in the scientific research area, I will discuss their other role in ecotourism and environmental areas. Bogor Botanic Gardens also serves in ecotourism and environmental services. Its history with the colonial influenced and inspired the architecture of the buildings, artifacts, sites, and monuments. Its recognition as one of the landmarks in Bogor makes a plus point for a tourism site. BBG has two main gates for visitors and additional gate for staff use only. Within the garden, there are several historic buildings and sites such as the Truck Laboratory, Zoology Museum, the Lady Raffles Memorial, and the Dutch Cemetery. BBG also has 9 heritage trees, which are a kind of big tree that has a unique value and cannot be replaced. The major criteria for heritage trees are ages, rarity, size, including their aesthetic, botanical, ecological, and historical values. The famous one is Pohon Jodoh, which planted side by side and holds a local myth. These heritage trees and buildings have been approved with UNESCO as one of the world's treasures. The plants collection in Bogor Botanical Garden always growing. By the end of December 2017, the garden cultivated 12,746 living plants, comprising 219 families, 1,229 genera, and 3,276 species. Also, the Orchid collection consists of approximately 9,600 specimens belonging to 106 genera and 589 species. One of the famous plants in Bogor Botanical Garden is the giant corpse flower or Amorphophallus titanum. So, today I first discuss about Bogor Botanical Garden's role in the scientific research area. Then, I discuss their other role in the terms of ecotourism and environmental services. Now, we are more aware that from research to tourism, Bogor Botanical Gardens remains one of the most influential botanic gardens in our country. Let me end my speech by reminding you about the quotation from Albert Einstein earlier. He said that nature can make you understand everything better. Well, I approve that it is. As Gertrude Jekyll, the famous British horticulturist, also had said in one of her books, nature is a grand teacher. It teaches patience and careful watchfulness. It teaches industry and thrift. Above all, it teaches entire trust. Thank you very much.